Hey guys, see me here. Uh, Today I'm going to show you a tricky exercise that many people cannot do. Why I have no idea, and it's the ability to play double, double stroke, the diddle, with your feet like this. Can you hear the double? I'm going to do it really slowly, then with a groove. Many people have a hard time to play those constant diddle, and so it's true, it's tricky at first because you have to deal with coordination, independence, and also the dido is probably one of the hardest thing to play on the lexicon of drumming, and that's why many people play constant single even with your hands. Many spend more time doing it than usually they can't play the dido on various tom and even cymbals. It's just difficult. And so, and now I'm going to show you how to approach the art of playing the dido. Okay, check this out. First, start with your hands because your brain need to digest, assimilate how to conceptualize the dido. First, start with your hands. Okay, of course you can play the second accent on the second note to have a cleaner note. Just let me check this out. If you push the first note, you have this. If you push the second, you have this. I push the first, second, first, second. Okay, it's the same with your feet. If you now I'm pushing the, I'm going to do it slowly. Push the second note always. Okay, and so first that means you practice this with your hands. Spend some time with that. Take your time. Okay. As soon as you cool, same with your feet. Really slowly. Heel down. This is just for your brain to assimilate, digest the motion of two stroke. Because your brain needs to understand how to how two stroke per hand limb works. Okay. And you can use the metronome. Oh, two notes per beat. One, two, one, two, one, two, two notes per beat. Okay? So that means your brain start to understand how to place those two notes on the grid. Okay? Then when you're ready, you go to heel up and keep the stroke really light, like you want to push and stay off the skin. Like you want to stay off, not really pushing. It's like almost tapping, gentle tap to stay off the skin. 1, 2, 2 notes per beat. Heel up. Then you go heel down. Heel up. Heel down. Okay, enjoy the process and take your time. Heel up. Heel down. Okay. Oh, one thing I should say. This is wood beater, and also my pedals, the tension is medium. It's not tight, it's medium tension. So that means it goes back quite quickly, but not insanely fast. Okay. And this is not very good pedals. This is my practice pedals. Okay. This is my practice pedal. Now back to 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. Heel up. Remember, it's about tapping, not pushing. Don't push, tap. It's the off the head. When you're ready, go back to your hands. 2 notes per beat. 2 notes per beat. 2 notes per beat. 2 notes per beat. Okay? 2 notes per beat. And then you switch to your feet. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Call and response. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now you're going to go heel up with your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, unison stroke. Same sticking. 2 notes. Same sticking. Okay. 2 notes. Okay. Back with a click. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at some point, you're going to go back to just the hands. Just the hands. Unison stroke. Just the hands. Unison stroke. Now just the feet, just the feet. Back to unison. feet, back to unison stroke, feet, back to unison stroke, feet, back to unison stroke, feet, unison, okay? So that's the first start, and then of course you can speed up with the click. Still, heel up and heel down. Now heel down, heel up, 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 heel down, heel up. Go. You can go faster, and you just have fun speeding up. I think that this tempo was maybe around 30 seconds, maybe 120. Yeah, this one was 120. Okay, and take your time on this one. For this one as well, you can do heel up and heel down, even though it's a faster speed, the same. Okay, so you got there the motion, and this will be heel up. And the faster you go, you remain heel up. The faster you go, heel up, because that's a sliding motion. I slide on the pedals. You can see I slide, so the strokes start from back, almost the middle of the pedals, and I go forward, back, forward, that boom, that boom, that boom, that boom, that boom. See the motion? That boom, that boom, that boom, that boom, that boom. And when I go super fast, there's a swivel motion. I swivel, strike. This is the swivel. And I still slide from back, middle of the pedal, to forward. See and the same with this one. The same motion. There's a swivel as well. I can show you here. Can you see? There's swivel motion. The same as there's a with this one. I slide less. I swivel more. Sorry about pedal. Now the carpet. Sorry. Okay. It's the same motion. So now slightly harder for the assimilation of the stroke. This is a brain exercise for coordination and independence. Connected about this, all those exercises are connected to the ability to develop coordination and independence to play the double. Because when you play doubles, this is what you do. Double, so you groove, so I don't play. Look at what you have to do. So there's a lot of sliding, and that's the motion you play. So you see how much how your brain have to work, how much your brain have to work because you do this motion up and down, up and down, and your feet goes back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward. You see the motion, how complicated it is for the brain to process. You see how complicated it is? This is what you're doing. This is the motion. That's why it's difficult to play. Because when you play single, usually this is what you do. Single, sing, it's all stomping up and down and up and down and up. This is what your legs doing, and the same motion for the body. But this one, it's forward. The feet go back, forward, which is back, forward, and this one down. This is what your body does. See, that's why it's very difficult to for your brain to process, and also when you start to add the start with stroke on the hi hat, for instance, with a double, and when you play syncopation, it gets even harder. And also when you play accent, ding 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 ding. This ride is really annoying. It gets even harder. Okay, like this. You see, you can hear the double with accent. It gets even harder. So that's why. So that means that the feet goes, and your hands go up and down and up and down. You see the motion up and down. You see how difficult it is. So that's why it's super hard to play doubles. Okay, let's carry on with the exercise. Now, now you play Dido with one side, the left side and the right side combined, which is same side, play the Dido, to papa, to papa. So with the click, sorry, back to 100, 90 BPM. Pop, 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 pop. Same side. Same side. Remember to play 2 notes per beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you go to the left. You're going to go back to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to go to the left side. To the right side. To the left. To the left. Now it's going to be just the feet playing the double stroke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start with the right, of course. Then it's going to be just the hands. 1, 2, just the hands. Just the feet. Okay. right side, left side. This exercise is going to help you again. It's a brain thing. It's nothing to do with learning. Of course, you learn how the diddle works, but it's for your brain to assimilate the 2 notes per beat. That's why it's very difficult. So you kind of playing tricks with your brain by incorporating coordination exercise. That's the idea. So that means your brain gets used to playing doubles, and as soon as, like I said, drumming, it's always a brain reinforcing your brain ability to assimilate different motion and also the distribution of strokes with your limbs. That's why it's very difficult. And then, of course, in a real situation, you have to interact with people, so it gets even harder. That means you have to handle different motion, which is uh, kind of they can be antagonistic if you want. What I mean by antagonistic, they fight each other. You do this motion when you drum, for instance, and then you have to do a sliding motion, which is back and forth, or you go back and forth, and you have to do this kind of semicircle, and then you do this motion, which is an arc down and arc and down, up, down, up, up, down, and then lift up. That's the motion you have to do. For instance, if you go on the hi hat, while you do this double stroke thing, this motion, the forward motion. So that's why you have to practice this kind of what I would call traveling into space. Okay, that's why the double stroke is very difficult, and single there's less motion to handle. It's much easier. Okay, so no disrespect to fast single players, of course. Go back to the exercise as soon as you know how to side, feet, side, hands. You can cross, you can cross this way, cross, side, same side, feet, and then cross, hands combined. Play, play, play games with your exercise. Don't just stick to one way. Try to do this kind of multi distribution ability. Try to develop this multi distribution ability. I hope it's English. Okay. Voila. And then when you're ready, the next exercise, it's trying to go from unison stroke to the backbeat. You hear the backbeat behind it. So I started from, so I'm going to do it slowly for you. I'm going to start from to the backbeat. I'm heel down here. And then I'm going to go heel hard. That's the backbeat. So that means for you to learn how to transition between the unison stroke helping you to the backbeat, which is the final stage of the drumming journey. Two, three, four, pa, pa, pa. You play the backbeat. Pa, 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 pa. Backbeat again. Sorry, unison. Pa, 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 pa. Backbeat. And you speed up a little bit. Pa, 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 pa. Maybe you're gonna play the backbeat half time. Pa, 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 pa. What's best? I can do both, but maybe what's the easiest to do? Pa, 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 pa. I think it's much harder this one. Maybe the double time fast beat, the backbeat. Pa, 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 pa. Yeah, this one would be much easier to achieve. Pa, 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 pa. So that means toto papa 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 toto papa. So this one goes with the left. Toto pa toto pa toto pa toto pa toto pa toto pa toto papa toto papa toto pa toto papa toto pa toto pa toto pa toto pa toto papa toto papa toto pa toto papa toto pa 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 toto pa. And then when you speed up, toto pa toto pa toto pa toto pa toto pa. See what I mean? So it's really up to you. But like I said, before reaching this level, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Before reaching this level, take your time. But like I said, play tricks with your brain, vary your exercise, apply a lot of coordination difficulties, play tricks with your brain, and you will achieve this, I promise you, very quickly. Sorry about the rug again. You'll be able to play this very quickly, and then when you play it really quickly, play tricks again, slow it down. Play, and then add some back sticking if you want to. Add as many difficulties as possible. Thank you for checking out. Subscribe and like and let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.